What is up, guys? Kingpin Light here. And I know that Kwan, I believe that's how you say it, Kwan, is going to be releasing a song or a music video with Vonda today, technically today for you guys, tomorrow for me. I don't know. It didn't say the time that it was going to drop, so I figured I wouldn't even listen to the song that I haven't even heard yet. I know the song came out a little while because I went to the YouTube channel and saw the teaser and then the same song released like 3 months ago or something. So I haven't listened to it. I figured I'd just wait until the music video dropped. But in anticipation of that video coming out, I figured I would listen to his most popular songs. So I just went to his YouTube channel, did popular videos, and picked the number one, which happens to be Miss, the official music video for Kwan Miss. So yeah, we're gonna get a taste of what he sounds like, or I'm gonna get a taste for what he sounds like, and maybe see. I'll make some guesses at the end of the video if you guys stick around onto what I think the song sounds like, based on how he is gonna sound on this, like his sound or whatever, his voice, and then what I'm used to Vonda doing. I know he's got a couple of different pockets he gets into, but I'm gonna take my guess at what the song sounds like. I could technically check right now, but I feel like it'll be a fun little game to see if I'm even close to what it sounds like. But without further ado, I got it on closed caption just in case. And yeah, let's jump right into it. Oh, one thing. I don't want to break it up in the middle of the video and say this. I'll say it right now. I've spent all day trying to get this green screen to work correctly because, like I said, behind the green screen right now, it's just literally my bed, and I mean, all of my stuff. It doesn't look bad. It just doesn't really look like a streaming setup. So I got a green screen up. I got all my lights set up, and it's still not perfect. You see me buzzing a little bit, but the one good thing about it is through all of this trying to get that green screen working, I messed with all of my camera settings, and I think now it's a lot like smoother. I just had the wrong settings for like the last year on my camera. Well, I didn't record the last year, but I've just had the wrong settings on my camera. I fixed it, and now I think it's actually doing like 60 frames per second or higher. And I don't know what it was doing before. I think it was at like 30 frames. I think I had the ISO and stuff like that messed up. But anyway, should look a little smoother, but it still isn't going to look perfect because of the green screen and lighting, but whatever. Let's jump in. Mm. Oh, he did that. Yeah, yeah. What is that? Who does that? Young Thug? I bring him up a lot. I need to stop bringing him up. I think I just listen to him too much. But there's definitely an artist, an American artist that does that. Yeah, yeah, a lot. Um, yeah. Before my guess is gonna be, it's called Miss. He did a little vocalize or like yeah, vocalizing a little bit. Mm, singer, not rapper, maybe. Or he could just be vocalizing and then he's gonna rap. So my guess is singer, and I'm guessing it's about a girl. Every night I can't lie, I'm trying to make this money falling. If you're trying to teach, you trying to beef, baby, stop calling. What's your intention? This is my mission, so stop pretending. Oh, I swear. Okay, we're gonna go back. I mean, I'm gonna guess that the whole song is like this, meaning he's sort of like new age R&B almost. Um, Cambodian, obviously Cambodian or Khmer R&B. I don't know if that's got its own genre name or not, but this is definitely heavily inspired by like contemporary R&B artists right now. Again, some of that newer age Roy Woods. Well, I wouldn't even say Roy Woods. This is more akin to like Tory Lanez a little bit. Tory Lanez raps a lot though. I'm not as well versed in the R&B scene, but it's not traditional R&B is what I'm trying to say. I like it. Though he could switch it up and rap in the middle, but I'm going to assume that he's sort of just like an R&B singer. I like the flow though a lot. Mm. Yeah, I like this. I like this a lot. This is the type of singing that I like when it's not that darker sound I always bring up. Yeah, I love this flow. And then, like I mentioned, the lyrics are so far not a whole lot for me to dive into. Just about him having a girl that he trusts and he can take places and do things right. I'll point out again, it's always hard with translations because you don't get the original wordplay, right? If it exists and there's wordplay, it doesn't translate perfectly between languages. You get sort of the idea and intent behind the wordplay. So I may be missing a whole lot of like intricate details, but so far, at least the translation, um, if I see anything that sticks out as real uh, nicely worded, I'll point it out. But it sounds amazing. But I just said translation, but most of this has been English so far. You know what? Ignore everything I just said. It's so weird because I'm sitting here reading the captions real hard, even though I can understand everything he's saying, because I'm so used to doing that with Cambodian artists a lot. Even when they do have English sections, a lot of times they'll switch between Khmer and English. So I'll always end up like listening to it as sound and then reading it for the context. But I just realized that for most of this, I can just I can just listen to the words. Got that little airy vocalizations, the bridge. There we go. Well, it doesn't translate, so. Ooh, hold up. Where is he driving? What is that? Is he driving through a dam? I'd be scared. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, obviously, if I saw other cars go over it before, then I would do it. But like, if I was approaching it and I didn't see any other cars already pass through it, I probably wouldn't even try, man. Like, this looks like a whole lot of water going on here. It's beautiful, though. That's interesting because most of it, like I said, has been very like I believe inspired by like American R&B artists. Again, contemporary like recent R&B artists. But then some of those vocalizations at the end of his lines, the up and down pitch that he does with his voice, that sounds a lot more traditional Khmer, or at least I don't know if it's specifically only Khmer or if it's like a region like of music because I haven't explored too much in the surrounding countries, but it's at least not as American, if that makes sense. It's not American R&B inspired. So I do notice those like more traditional sounding. I don't even know how to explain it. It's not. I guess it's like combination of pitches, if that makes sense. Kind of. It's just the way that like he intones his vocals in those sections. I don't know. Does that make sense? Like the way he rolls that beginning. He said, John Cena, you can't see me. It's hard to, again, tell because it's not translating the surrounding words. So I don't know what he led into that for the punchline to be John Cena, you can't see me, but that's just funny. Like, who's Jerry? Oh, we going back for a second. I like that. This little section I think might be my favorite flow that he has in this song. I've liked all of it. I like how he sings. I like how his voice sounds, especially on the beat. But I think this little specific sound or flow that he's using here has been my favorite. does remind me of like the fall, um, same old song. Actually, same old song is what I'm thinking of. Old trilogy weekend, and again, I point to him because he's the one that I can recall the easiest. But he sort of started, or at least revitalized, that genre of R&B. So a lot of notes that are found in that first kind of album that he released is also found in a whole lot of other artists. So it's I'm not saying it's specifically him that inspired it, but it does remind me a lot of those early songs. The way he vocalizes through the bridge, and I'm gonna assume that he ends the song vocalizing out. I just like it. And my chair is like falling apart, guys. Look at this. Hold on. That's just from me pressing down on it. I gotta buy a new one. The arm cover, not the whole. Oh, this ended quicker than I thought. Yeah, I like this song. So we may have found a new artist for me to go. Okay. What I was going to say is we may have found a new artist, or I may have found a new artist for me to go down his discography, because Vonda, I am sure that there's a lot of songs I have not covered from him. But if you guys have followed my channel since when I started, I've done a lot of Vonda songs, and I think I've done the majority, at least, of his official releases. Again, he may have features that I haven't seen, or he may have EPs that he hasn't put on his channel or something like that. And then there's a few newer songs that I missed in this whole year that I haven't been here. But for the most part, I can get caught up on those fairly quickly. I have pretty much gone through his discography, and I'm sort of waiting on releases from Vonda. So in the meantime, while that's happening, I'm gonna try and find new artists, and I've really liked this song, so I'm hoping a lot of his other songs are similar, where I'll enjoy all of them. So I may have found a new one, a new artist for me to go down. You guys let me know what songs you guys like from him specifically, and then other artists as well. Let me know what other artists I should be listening that I don't yet know about, right? Or even other songs that I've missed. I think on my channel I've done obviously a lot of Vonda. I've done a handful of American artists. A lot of those guys I just listen to on my own time, and that sort of box is already filled by everybody on YouTube, so I don't even react to American artists very often. Um, One Mill, I've done him a lot. I'm trying to think of like the recurring artists that I've already had on the channel, but yeah, let me know what some other new artists would be. And then what did I say in the beginning? I was gonna try and guess at what the song with Vonda sounds like. I think after hearing this, now again, I only know one song. This one song may be way different than his usual sound, and obviously this blew up, so maybe it blew up because it's a little different. But I'm gonna take a wild guess and say that he has this sound on most of his songs. He's this sort of more contemporary mix of Kamai and American R&B sort of sound. So it makes it easier to guess at what that song with Vonda sounds like. I'm gonna assume that he's doing this sort of sound, this R&B sound, with Vonda filling it in with, I mean, obviously rapping, but Vonda does have a few pockets in how he raps. I'm gonna take a wild guess and say he goes into more of his trap sound, more heavy hitting, lower pitch raps, supplementing sort of his more R&B sound. That's my guess. We'll see when this music video drops, and you guys can already tell me if I'm right or wrong in the comments. But anyway, that's a whole lot of talking. I do have one more thing to say. Well, like, subscribe, and all that. I keep forgetting to say that. I know you're supposed to. But I'm also going to be working this time around. Now that I'm back on YouTube, I'm going to be doing reactions to everything you guys tell me to. But I'm also going to be doing some, I'm going to experiment with a little bit of other videos or whatever. I kind of want to do like real heavily edited video, like gaming videos. I think that would be fun. Whether it blows up or not, I don't really care. It just seems like something I want to try. So I'm going to be putting that in between these videos. But of course, these are a lot easier to make and edit, so you'll see a lot more reactions from me still. Anyway, guys, that is a whole lot of talking. I hope you guys are having a good day or night, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Take care.